Welcome back, Chain Gang. Welcome back to another episode of Moving the Chains. Today is Friday, February 22nd, 2019. Parker is back.
I'm back.
What the hell? Where were you?
In sport.
In sport. We'll get into that. All right, this is Moving the Chains, brought to you, given, sponsored, provided by Belly Up Sports. Belly Up Sports is growing. Moving the Chains is growing. And with our proud partnership with Belly Up Sports, we plan to one day take over the sports media industry one chain at a time. So special thanks to Belly Up Sports, Blaine Napier, for giving us this special opportunity to be a part of this great organization. Parker, we have a lot to get into today.
A lot.
We got AAF football. We got NFL, NCAA. We got MLB trade talks. We got snack attacks. We got Parker's Pick'ems. You got your very own segment.
Back in an own segment.
Yeah.
Love it.
You get a promotion as soon as you come back to work. And then to finish things off, we got Tell Me's. So let's go ahead. Where were you? Where the hell have you been for the past 3 weeks?
Just been sporting, hitting games of all types of sports.
I know. I get Snapchats, and one day you're in where?
East Lansing.
East Lansing.
Watching the Hoosiers get the dub. Highlight of the season.
Jeez, man. And then you were, what, Indy?
Indy for a fuel game, little hockey action, AA hockey, affiliates of the Blackhawks.
Dude.
And then the next night I was at the Pacer game, watching the Pacers beat the Cavs.
Good game.
Yep.
Hey, we're doing good without Oladipo, though.
Let's see after this All-Star break.
We're what, fourth right now?
Third.
Hey, I was right last episode. We were third.
Third.
In the rankings. But, hey, that's pretty good, dude.
Then went to IU Purdue this past week.
How was that? What's the atmosphere like?
Atmosphere was great.
What are you, IU Purdue fan?
IU fan. So the atmosphere was good. Basketball, not so great.
Yeah.
Final score 48-46.
That's a very low score.
Sets basketball back a few years.
That's like one of the football scores.
Pretty sloppy.
That sounds pretty. I mean,
and Purdue won, so it wasn't as fun.
Yeah, we're not big Purdue fans here, but well, hey, we're glad to have you back. I mean,
be back.
We wish Tanner could be. Tanner can't be here today. He's off working. He's actually getting paid. So Parker's filling in. Parker's going to be back for more episodes, hopefully. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We got AAF football. Wild stuff has been going on with the AAF. Did you see that news about them the other day?
I did.
But allegedly, it's I don't know if it's a rumor, if it's actually like confirmed facts, but like they didn't get their payroll out. And they
First week they didn't get the payroll out. They said there was a glitch in the system.
They owed like what, $250 million to players?
It's from what I read, investors stepped out, new guy wanted in. Let him come in.
Wait, what? Investors like stepped out like last
One
minute?
of the investors backed out. They needed $250 million. They asked the Hurricanes owner, got the $250.
So like there's someone out there who's like, oh, you need $250 million? No problem, I'll write you a check.
But now he's a majority owner.
True. Do you think he'll do anything different?
No.
No. Why change it? All right. Well, we got some good games coming up this weekend. Hotshots versus Stallions. Now let's see what the Stallions are. What 0-2? Yeah. They're 1-1, I think. But hey,
1-1.
They're not doing too bad. But the Hotshots, they've been off to a hot start.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you see what I did there? I think, let's see, they're averaging 58 points a game. I mean, no, they have 58 points. They're averaging 30 points a game. So they're doing pretty good.
They're putting points up.
They hold on to the ball for a lot. They hold on to an average of like 27 minutes, 11 seconds a game. Like, if you can hold on to the ball, you're going to do pretty good. So, let's see. Hotshots average 29. Stallions are only averaging 15.5. What's your pick? Who are you picking in this game?
Taking Arizona. Utah's on their backup quarterback, I believe.
Are they really?
Arizona's spread is -3, so they are favored in this game, but Utah has a backup quarterback. Got to go Arizona.
I'm going to have to go with Arizona on this one, too. I mean, you got a backup quarterback in the AAF. Experience level, probably not there. Hotshots got a dude in there. I'm pretty sure he's, like, leading the league. No, he's third. John Wolford is third in passing with 469 yards. So, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Hotshots on this one. You said the spread is -3?
Yep.
Where do you find the spreads at?
CBS Sports.
I didn't know they kept track of that stuff. Well, good. All
Looked
right.
up AAF spreads, first thing that popped up. So
Boom. All right, next up we got my team, the Memphis Express, looking for their first win of the season, going up against the Orlando, was it Apollos?
Apollos.
off to a very undefeated start. No, are they undefeated? I'm pretty sure they are. They're 2-0, right? Almost positive they're 2-0 because I know they're doing pretty good. But I'm looking for Memphis to get their first win. Big Express guy. I mentioned that a couple episodes ago.
Big Express guy?
Yeah.
I can tell.
I know. We're 0-2. I mean, I'm still a loyal fan. I haven't hopped on any other bandwagons yet. I'm thinking that they pull out their first win. I'm hoping they pull out their first win at least.
They are 13.5 underdogs.
I love an underdog. Love an underdog. I mean, when I say they're getting off to a very slow start, I mean they're averaging 9 points a game.
It's hard to win if you don't score.
I mean, they have the ball for like almost the entire time. They had the ball for a half hour. I mean, 29 minutes, 59 seconds. So they could control the ball. Now all they got to do is score. They only put up 18 in the past 2 games. So let's get on the express tracks and start getting through this. All right. See what I did there again? I'm just rolling with these
today.
So I got express. Who do you got?
Gotta go against them there in this game. I'm taking Orlando Apollos.
I mean, I respect that decision. I really do.
I mean, I don't think they'll cover the spread. Memphis has actually covered the spread the last 2 weeks.
Have they really?
Yep. But this time, 13.5, I think they'll cover again. Make it 3 weeks in a row, but Orlando wins.
I don't like that. I want them to get their first loss of the season against my team. So we'll see how that goes. All right, who we got next?
You got Birmingham and Atlanta.
Birmingham Iron. Dude, Trent Richardson?
Touchdown machine.
Where has he been?
I mean, the yards aren't there, but the touchdowns are.
I mean, he's racking up the points. He couldn't do that in the NFL. He'd miss wide open holes. But as soon as he gets into the AAF, he goes, oh, yeah, I know how to run the ball now. I know how to score.
Do you think he can find a hole?
I feel like if he looks really, really hard, he might be able to. I mean, he finds a hole to the end zone.
That's about the only one, though. I
That's
want to see more yards from him.
How many does he have? How many yards is he having? Let's see.
Let's stat check that.
Stat check. Oh, he's not even on the top stats for him. Trent Richardson has... Gosh, their website is not that good. I don't like it. Probably not a lot of yards, actually. They have 177 rushing yards total. That's what I saw out of them. 133. I don't know. It's not telling me. I'm going to say he has under 133 if they're sharing rushing yards.
I saw one game he had 2 touchdowns and I think 25 yards.
What? Come on.
First week.
I'm going to say he has under 100 yards rushing. But hey, you know what? It's the first 2
I'm saying
weeks.
he's under 100 for sure.
Oh, there's definitely a chance that he's under 100 yards of rushing. All right, so I'm picking the Birmingham Iron in this game. They're off to a fantastic start. They look unstoppable. So, yeah, I got that.
How about this Birmingham versus Atlanta matchup? That's pretty close.
That's
rivalry?
I consider that.
Is this the first rivalry game?
We calling it now? This is the first rivalry in the AAF?
This is the first rivalry.
Yeah.
You have to, right?
Oh, yeah.
That close together?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a rivalry.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a good game. Where are they playing it at? That's the big thing.
Ooh, good question. Not sure.
Website doesn't say. They really need to work on their website. But Atlanta's 0-2, so we got to take that into consideration.
Birmingham wins.
Easily.
Spreads -6.
Oh, man. Legend's only been averaging 9 points a game, too.
Got to go Birmingham on this one.
Yeah, you got to. For the respect of the game, you got to take Birmingham.
Now, was that a rivalry game or is this next one a rivalry game?
San
The
Antonio.
Battle of the Sands.
Battle of the Sands. I think
Enter Sandsman.
I like that.
Give it a trophy.
Enter the Sandman.
Yes!
I like that.
Yeah.
Battle of the Sands, San Diego Fleet versus the San Antonio Commanders. Let's see. The Commanders are 1-1. Fleet also 1-1. So both teams are going to be fighting for a winning record
Big
here.
game in week 3 in a 10-week season.
I mean, the Fleet are averaging 284 rushing yards. No, they have 284 rushing yards, 324 passing, and the Commanders they have 300 rushing yards. I mean, this looks like a pretty well-rounded team. Averaging 22 points a game, the Commanders are. Fleet are averaging 15. This is going to be I think this is going to be a better game than the other one we're talking about.
I agree. I think this is the game of the week.
Game of the week. We're
Rivalry week.
Coining this one as Game of the Week.
Is this rivalry week?
Rivalry week. Week 3 of the AAF. We already got 2 rival games.
Love it.
Dude, I am excited. This is an 8 o'clock game, so they got the prime time.
They got the prime time.
They got prime time. Let's see, did the Iron have prime time? No, they got that 4 o'clock schedule. So, yeah, we're going to coin this one, San Antonio versus San Diego. Game of the Week. That's something you should watch for. Who do we pick? I'm taking San Antonio. I'm liking the Commanders on this one.
Taking the Fleet. Go against you there.
We'll see how that goes. All right, so I actually haven't been able to talk to you about the AAF in a little bit. It's
Not
been
since
the preview of the AAF.
It's been a while.
What have you thought of the AAF?
It's going to take some time.
It does. It does take
It's
some
going
time.
to take some time, but it's week 3. Hopefully it starts turning around. Good football. You know, and some of these guys are getting their chances. I saw a kicker the other day, might get a chance after hitting, I think he's hit 3 field goals already, a chance at the NFL.
Really? Good for him.
Saw a tweet saying, you know, picked up off the street a few weeks ago, starting kick, he gets a chance for the NFL. He responded, been working every day of my life for this.
Hell yes.
Wasn't just picked up off the streets, is what he's trying to say.
Well, let's see. Who did you pledge your allegiance to when you picked your teams?
That's a good question. It's been a while since the preview.
If I remember correctly, I think you were a Hotshot fan.
I'll take it.
So your Hotshot's not doing too bad.
Not
doing too bad. Let's see.
I was going to say maybe a Birmingham was my original.
Yeah, but then you just be a bandwagon.
Yeah, so let's go Arizona Hotshots.
You're
Huge
yeah.
Hotshot guy.
You're a big Hotshot guy.
Always have been.
I mean, yeah. Oh, damn it, can't say that. Bleep it out. All right, let's see what's going on. Have you used that new app?
I have.
Dude, it's so cool. Tanner was telling me about it last episode, and like you can like interact and like try to predict the next play.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Something that I think they're ahead of the game on compared to the NFL.
Do you think the NFL will pick up on this?
Once gambling becomes legalized.
Gambling is legalized.
Not in all 50 states.
How many states? 48?
No, I mean, it's illegal to bet on games in most states.
Did not know that. What the heck? So you think once it's legal, NFL will pick up on their software?
They have to accept it. Yeah. Have to accept it.
There's some pros and cons of the AAF. I think there's a lot of things the AAF does that the NFL needs to do. Like, did you see when, I think it was during the Fleet game last week, they were challenging a play, and when they were doing the review, they went into the guy up in the booth, and he was explaining the play of what happened. Like, you could hear word for word what he was saying.
I like that.
I love that.
Now, what if you monetize that, pay extra to hear coaches, referees?
Ooh, that would be pretty good, too.
Besides, probably get bleeped out during play calls.
Yeah, because then you just like have the other team just
Yes,
have
exactly.
one guy just watch the game. Like you literally pay a dude $100,000 to watch the game. I mean, I'll do it. I'll be out there. I'll watch the game. I'll call the plays for you. But I think that's one thing that
Let's monetize that.
monetize it. But
I'd pay extra to hear what's going on the sidelines.
oh yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Like if you could like be able to pick one player to have mic'd up during a game, and you just like hear what they say all the time.
I could go with that.
I think the NFL should do that. Like they have like the mic'd up, but that comes out later. I want to hear what's happening live.
There's pros and cons of that.
Oh, what do you mean?
The image of who knows what they're saying on the field. I know it's not always, hey, nice job, bud.
No, that's the best part. That's when you get to see who they really are as a person.
Andrew Luck's a hey, nice bud guy, by the way.
That's I think a couple weeks ago I said if we could actually do that, Andrew Luck would be the only quarterback that I'd want to hear talk to his players. You'd probably be able to run through a couple walls after hearing his encouragement to you.
I bet. He seems like that run through the wall guy.
Oh yeah. All right, so what do you think about the new rules? You like how they're doing that? The no kickoff. You like the no kicking?
As a special teams guy,
Yeah, obviously special teams coordinator.
Love the special teams, but I like what they do with the onside kicks. I like to have them go for 2.
Have there been an onside attempt yet?
Not sure
The
yet.
attempt in quotes.
Not sure.
I want to see that happen.
Yeah, it's hard to watch all 4
Yeah, true.
during the weekend, but as long as I catch one, it's a happy AAF weekend.
I like that. Did you see that big news about Colin Kaepernick? And he, in order to like play in the AAF, he wanted like $20 million, something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, nobody's getting. I think the average salary is $80,000.
Yeah, like we're not gonna just because you're Colin Kaepernick and you used to play in the NFL. Ooh, big deal. A lot of guys used to play in the NFL that are in the AF. We're not gonna pay you $20 million.
Also, let's throw this out there. He doesn't have a job.
Yeah, the dude's homeless. No, he's jobless. He's unemployed.
He's unemployed and he's asking for $20 million.
Let me ask for $20 million.
One.
What happened with Nike? Fired. They dropped him. I mean, he just got what? He just got his
He got a settlement.
With
So now what?
the NFL.
Does he try to go back and play? Even though, I mean, who's going to
No
pick him
team's
up?
gonna. Well, didn't his agent say that the Patriots and the Panthers are looking at him?
I don't know.
I think the world would lose its if the Patriots pick up Colin Kaepernick. Could you imagine what would go through people's minds? America's team, literally a Patriot, and then you have a dude that was going against Patriots. It'd be a wild image. It'd be a wild scene for the NFL.
I don't know how Belichick would handle it.
We just got to take it one day at a time. We're focused on next week.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
That's my Belichick impersonation. Well, if we're talking about the NFL, big news came out the other day. Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers will officially part ways as the Steelers will not place any tag on him. This is per Adam Schefter. I said this last episode that if we say any big news or any news whatsoever, it's per Adam Schefter. It has to be.
Yeah,
respectively.
He's the NFL guy.
Yeah. I mean, I literally quoted his tweet here. All right, so what does this mean for the Steelers?
It means they're not going to have him.
How's that going to affect them?
I don't think it will. How did it affect him this year?
They didn't do as hot in the playoffs as they thought they should do. Actually, no, they didn't make it to the playoffs.
How'd they do in the run game?
It was hit and miss. They would have.
I'm pretty sure the run game just doesn't, put you in the playoffs.
I'd say a player can put you in the playoffs.
James Conner was pretty good.
But I say a player can put you in the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, do you risk putting money on Le'Veon Bell to come to your team? Do you want him? As a Colts guy, do you want Le'Veon Bell?
If you would have asked me in the middle of the season, yes, I would want Le'Veon Bell on my team.
I would agree.
But now that we know Marlon Mack and our offensive line can actually create a running game, and with Nyheim Hines, I don't need him. I don't think we need him. No. But I do think there are other teams out there that do need a player like Le'Veon Bell, which I'm actually really confused as to why, the Browns, obviously they signed Kareem Hunt. Why not wait a little bit, see if they can get Le'Veon? Because he already has some friends on the team. He already had some guys that wanted him on the team.
I would, I like Kareem pickup better.
Yeah, they could also use him as a kicker.
Wow. Yeah.
Very versatile. He can catch, he can run, he can kick.
Yeah.
He's a trifecta.
Not every guy in the NFL is a good guy.
True. We talked about that. Wish you were here for it.
Dang.
All right, so how does this news affect James Conner? Do you think he's going to get more touches? Do you think he's going to get, that really starting role feel? Because, he had this position last year, but there's always that lingering that, hey, Le'Veon could come back at any time. How do you think this affects James?
I think he proved himself again. Mm-hmm. Has to prove himself. He tried during that whole time thinking Le'Veon's going to come back. End of the day, he's not coming back. Now he has to prove that he's still a guy because there's always someone else out there. Especially at running back. They're disposable almost now in the NFL.
I know. As a running back, I hate being titled as disposable, but after seeing that what Le'Veon could do and then what James Conner could do, it's inevitable that running backs are disposable. But I do think James Conner's going to have a great second year. Great second year starting. He did great last year. I don't see a reason why he would slow down or stop at any moment here. All right, so do you think... So now, if we're still talking about the Steelers, are the Steelers just naive to the fact that now they're losing two of their best players? Do you think they're just being stubborn about this whole thing?
Yes. I don't think a single one person is out there who's just accepted it yet.
Yeah.
And they're just going along with it, acting like it's not going to happen. But I think they're waiting until officially they're on another team before they accept it.
Because in the middle of the season, there'd be fights, and they'd be like, "Oh, we don't even want to acknowledge that." That's my Mike Tomlin impersonation. I think I was doing pretty good with that.
Yeah, I thought he was here for a second.
Mike. Yeah, Mike's right here. But no, they wouldn't acknowledge it. They wouldn't. They were just being so naive and stubborn to the fact that there's a player that wants to play, but you're not paying him. What are they?
I don't know what to say to that one. I get it, but nobody there is going to accept it until they see him. They might wait until they play the Steelers to acknowledge, they're not on our team anymore.
They're just gonna forget. Like
They're just gonna act like it didn't happen.
yeah, we're gonna start
until they
AB.
play 'em.
Oh, where's AB? Oh, he's on the. I think I said that he's going to the 49ers. He's on the 49ers. Oh.
No, he's not.
All right, so like, where's Le'Veon going? Where do we see Le'Veon Bell? There's a couple places I think he could go.
Where do you think he'll go?
After a couple, like watching a lot of ESPN, there's a couple of things that have him going to the Jets. The Jets need a running back. They have the cap space for him. I see him as a Jet.
I could see that. I mean, the Jets definitely
They
need
need
a
a
guy.
lot of things.
They need a lot of things, but a running back like that would help their offense tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
I think day one.
And we talked about this last time that he doesn't have to just specifically play running back. You could split him out like they did when he was in Pittsburgh. Have him play slot. Have him return. There's so many. Like he is a very versatile player. Like that's why he's worth a lot of money.
I'm going to bring that word back up, disposable. He's also, doing all those things. Injuries could occur. Do you want to risk it with a guy?
Knock on wood, man.
I don't want him in Indy.
You want him?
I don't.
Oh, you don't. Nobody
Don't.
wants him in Indy.
Don't want him
We're
in
good.
Indy.
We're good with what we have. We're like. I feel like Indianapolis Colts fans like love their team the most. You know that we're the number one voted nicest stadium.
Yeah, saw that.
Do you also know that we're the number one in attendance who actually wear like their jerseys?
Did not know that.
Yeah. Of all teams in the NFL, Colts fans always wear their jerseys to the game. Highest percentage.
I like that. The one thing I did see one time was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan fully dressed as Jerome Bettis.
That is awesome. There's one thing I don't get of like when people go to a game that just wear like a different jersey.
Yeah.
Like no team that's playing.
Yeah.
Like you go to like a Colts Titans and someone's out there wearing a Miami Dolphins.
That's
like,
the worst.
who are
the
you?
worst. Those are the worst people.
Who are you? Get out of here.
End of the day, I'd probably wear my, McAfee or Dallas Clark jersey at any
But they're
football game.
Colts.
Not if I'm not. I mean, I'm saying if I'm not at a Colts game.
Oh, that's simple. You're a Colts fan.
Yeah.
No bias
You know,
whatsoever.
yeah.
Like I'm totally down for
All those
that.
other fans are terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we also have sad news. We didn't get invited to go to the NFL Combine, but we're going anyways. So if we're talking about the NFL Combine, did you hear that Kyler Murray's opting not to throw?
Not a bad move.
Why is that?
I mean, right now his stock's so high. Makes a few bad passes, outthrows, doesn't do as well as people think. Does he drop? Or does he just go into it as he doesn't feel like he needs to prove it?
I feel like he does need to prove himself that he can throw. The dude's 5'11", short quarterback. Part of the
Russell Wilson.
he threw at the Combine.
He did. He's short.
Part of being a quarterback is being able to throw the ball.
He
Why not
decided
throw?
not to play professional baseball. Trust him. Trust the guy.
I think this is a bad move for Kyle. This is not a good look because quarterbacks want to throw. Quarterback coaches want to see you throw.
But some of the top quarterbacks don't throw going to the combine.
But that's not then that's not a good look for them. If you're a quarterback, you throw the ball at the combine. If you're a running back, you run the 40-yard dash.
I agree.
If you're a receiver, you do the 3-cone
I
drill.
want to see them all.
We're gonna see them all. We're gonna go.
We're going to see them all.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go see them.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. So why do you think he chose not to throw at the combine?
I think there's a risk of losing draft stock.
You didn't think he can throw that well?
No, I do. But why risk it? Could have a bad day.
Or he could improve it. He could improve his draft stock.
I see both sides of it.
All right, so how well do you think he'll actually do in the NFL? We did talk about he is short. He's not that like built. He's not big in that sense. But how well do you think he'll do?
I think it depends on where he ends up.
A lot of people think he's going to go that Cliff Kingsbury is going to trade away Josh Rosen and pick up Kyler Murray. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, he has yet to prove anything in the NFL. That's a risky move to take. But if he does play out, it's a big risk. High risk, high reward type deal.
So where do we see him getting drafted? Does he go in the first round? First question.
Yes.
Yes. That's a yes for me, too.
Yeah.
Is he the first quarterback to go?
No.
Who's first? Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins?
Mm-hmm. I say he's the best quarterback in the
I
NFL
could
draft
say-
right now.
Yeah. He's pretty
Better
good.
than Kyler. Should have won the Heisman.
I don't know about that.
He had way better stats. Except for rushing. All right, let's see. You didn't answer my question. Where's he going?
I don't know.
32 teams to pick from. You got to pick one.
Where he's going. Who could use him most? It's weird. You're not. I mean, no one has said the Browns.
Oh,
That's the first time in a long time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That used to be an easy question. Oh, the
It's like,
Browns.
the Browns need a quarterback. Yeah, this is their 18th
Browns.
one in like 15 years.
I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and stick with what the media is saying. I'm going to say that Josh Rosen's going to be traded away and that he's going to go with Cliff Kingsbury, his old coach, the Arizona Cardinals.
Wouldn't be a bad spot.
They got the first pick.
Yeah. What?
Why not try to improve your franchise?
I like that pick.
You're going to choose that one too? You're going to stick with it?
We'll go Arizona.
Yeah, I like Arizona. It's a good safe pick.
Worst case, he drops down to the Hotshots.
Oh, you weren't here last episode, but there's a tweet that went out that it's like how the NFL, the XFL, and the NFL can all work, the AAF can all work together. It's if the winners of the AAF and the winner of the XFL play each other, the winner of that plays the team in the NFL with the worst record, and the winner of that game gets either promoted to the NFL or demoted to the AAF.
I love it.
That'd be so...
Just like soccer. Hey, let's get multiple leagues. Let's regulate them.
And then chaos ensues, obviously. You
yeah.
think teams would definitely fight a lot more to, stick in their respective leagues or fight to get into a different league.
But I don't know if the talent at that level is going to compete with an NFL team.
Well, we also compared it to where it's like people would say the Browns would get beat by Alabama a couple years ago.
No. The Browns have the whole team of NFLers.
Yeah, I know. Like they're professional athletes for a reason.
Alabama has, 5, 6, maybe more end of the day? No.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
They're still 18 years old.
I still think it's a great idea. Like once the leagues get more developed and games actually start getting a lot better and the players are a lot better, I think that'd be something we should look forward to or something that should happen. There's one more thing going on in the NFL. A report came out, per Adam Schefter, obviously, that Todd Gurley is actually more hurt in the game and is still more hurt than actually people thought.
I mean, duh.
I mean, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Did you watch the playoffs?
He didn't do anything.
No. I mean...
Was it smart to have him play in the Super Bowl then?
It's one of those, it's the Super Bowl. Last game of the year, can't hold anything back.
But it could also affect you.
Tremendously. But if it's not a long-term injury that can affect you long-term, you play through it.
Yeah.
But if you're that bad, you got to get pulled.
Apparently, it's what is it? It's his meniscus?
Yeah.
That's a pretty, serious tendon. People get surgery, and, some people don't bounce back from that.
Some people just get it removed.
You can't live without your meniscus?
You can live without your meniscus.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not into science.
You can live without your meniscus.
So, why didn't we hear about more of this before the game?
It was mentioned on some shows saying that the output he's given out is not as good as.
Then why is that not a headline? Todd Gurley hurt very badly
because he was playing,
but he wasn't playing to how
this was all
we saw him in the middle.
This was all speculation.
I think the Rams just kept it hidden so players and fans wouldn't freak out about this.
I mean, that's another guy you have to prepare for.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to play, you got to prepare for him. If he doesn't play at all, then you still spent time preparing for him.
But then why not? If the Rams knew that Todd is not going to perform to 100%, why not give C.J. Anderson the ball more?
I don't coach there.
That's why they got outcoached in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Hey, I think if they would have done I think a healthy Todd Gurley definitely changes the output of the Super Bowl.
Oh, definitely. I mean, especially how low scoring it was. You had him.
They only had 3 points.
I think, that adds a touchdown at least.
There's probably a stat out there where it's if Todd Gurley has this amount of carries, they average this amount of points. And he didn't have that many carries. And we saw what happened. They scored 3 points. So, I mean, obviously they did shut the running game down, but
I think it changes it a little bit more.
So that's a lot of news in the NFL to talk about. We'll have definitely a lot more coming out next week. But let's talk a little bit about NCAA basketball. Did you see that game last night?
I watched it.
Did you watch the first 30 seconds?
Yeah.
What happened?
That was nuts. I mean, think about all the fans there to watch Zion, and what happens?
Boom, he gets hurt. Obama was there.
He was there. Obama.
Yeah. Like, I was watching the game, and I see Zion go down. I was like, ooh. And then it goes over to, I forget who they were showing, but then in the background, I see Obama. I was like, that's Obama.
Yep, I saw that.
Like, thanks, Obama. But, like,
he was the reason?
Yeah, Obama was the reason.
I think it might, it's one of those things that definitely Nike does not give them a good look.
No, because he was wearing Paul George's number 2s.
I saw that.
Paul George, a little heated right now. But did you see? I was looking at because I was looking at the preview of the game, and it always shows on ESPN tickets as low as.
Oh yeah.
Did you see how much those tickets were? $1,656
for a regular season basketball game.
Duke, North Carolina, regular season.
And what happened?
They got shut down.
North Carolina looked good last night.
They looked really good.
If they play like that, there's nobody stopping them.
No, that's like that
they
proves
hit every shot. I think behind the 3-point line in the first half.
But that also shows how much a team relies on one player, such as Zion.
Oh, they couldn't rebound. They had no inside game.
I think the first 10 minutes of the game, they hit 2 threes maybe. North Carolina didn't hit any, so the game started off very slow, but North Carolina's able to keep up the tempo but Duke just couldn't keep up with that. And I thought it was funny that since those tickets were just so high, there was the game before that, the Syracuse and Louisville blowout game. Syracuse dominated them on every aspect. And the tickets were $5.
Yeah.
$5. That's the comparison of these games. You don't pay $1,656 to even go to an NBA front row seat ticket.
No.
Even in maybe the finals, probably 200 level is probably 1,000, but that's the NBA finals. We're talking about a middle of the season game.
Yeah. I'm shocked by that number.
$100.
And to spend that amount and then not see Duke win or see Zion play, that's a rough hit.
So I had this conversation with some buddies the other day, and I don't know why, but do you think Zion has potential to be one of the best players in the NBA?
Depends on how long his body can last up.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think he's such a huge person.
Yeah, 6'8", 285 pounds. He's 18 years old.
Yeah. It's tough to carry that much weight, especially in the NBA, playing 160 or 86 or 82 games. Sorry, I was thinking baseball for some reason. That's coming soon.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But to play that amount of games, body has to hold up over multiple years.
I mean, LeBron's the same size.
He looks like he carries it a lot better.
True.
There's a difference.
It's also LeBron.
Yeah.
So,
freak.
So you didn't answer my question. Does he have potential to be the best? Best there ever was?
He has potential.
I like to think he would.
But
I don't think he does.
No.
I think he's a 6-man. That's a hot take.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll go first overall in the draft, but I think people hype him up so much that
he might be average NBA player.
Average NBA guy. People can shut him down. He's stoppable. I mean, I've seen him get blocked a couple times.
By college guys.
I've also seen him block a couple guys. But do you think have they come out with what his injury actually is?
Not
I know
yet.
it's a knee injury.
Not yet.
If you're Zion, do you risk coming back to play for the rest of the season?
I think you wait. Conference tournament, NCAA tournament, maybe. I mean, you
Sweet
can
16.
You gotta make sure it's fully.
Yeah. Obviously, if it's you tore your ACL, MCL, and meniscus all in one thing, you don't come back.
But I'm saying if it's a lighter injury that can come back sooner, maybe not risk it.
Like a sprain MCL or something, you can come back from that.
Rest up.
Save yourself, Zion. You're gonna be worth $100 million in a couple months. All right, let's just chill out with that. So yeah, we talked about how expensive the game was. Is it all about the freshmen? Is it all about R.J. Barrett?
You gotta think about this. The price, they're playing at Cameron Indoor. Mm-hmm. That is a smaller stadium.
It is very small.
IU student section is bigger than the amount of fans they fit in Cameron Indoor.
Shut up.
9,000.
What?
Yep. Fun fact for you.
Wow, I like that.
So, thank you. Thanks, everyone. But when you have that little seating, prices are going to go up.
True.
But I mean, everyone's there to see the freshmen, obviously. I mean, everyone's there to,
that's all they talked about in
Yeah.
preseason. You have all those three freshmen just pop up on the front of ESPN like every single time they talk about NCAA basketball. Like they're pretty much the face of college basketball right now. The Duke three freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
Like Zion. Like as much as I hate like talking about how great Zion is, the media puts him out to be one of the greatest college people to come through in the past 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get all the primetime games. Everyone's going to get more FaceTime. And that's what it's about. That's what everyone wants to see before they graduate. They want to at least be able to, or before they won't graduate. Let's get that cleared up. Before they get drafted.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to see them before, them wear their college jersey before they go to the NBA.
That'd be awesome. I want to get a Zion jersey. You don't want one?
I can't put myself to wear Duke.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is.
Then you'd just be a band. You'd be like Drake and just a bandwagon and everything. All right, let's move on to this next thing. You hear about the MLB? Hear what's going on around there?
It's a little interesting right now.
Little chirps going on.
For a few things.
Manny Machado signs a $300 million deal to San Diego Padres.
$300 million.
$300 million.
Million.
He's going to be making a little bit of money. But is this what? I'll get into this later because I'm in my snack
You're a little
attack.
fired up.
I'm a little fired up.
Tell.
When I get into my snack attacks, I pretty much just go off on somebody. But, like, what made him want to go to the San Diego Padres? He was on the Dodgers.
That's tough. I mean, you're Southern Cal, right off in the sunset for $300 million.
These are opposite ends of the spectrum teams. When's the last time the Padres made it to the playoffs? Made it to the...
Think about this. Short season for him. He's making $300 million.
Is it all about the money?
He's making $300 million.
Is it all about the money?
I think he's coasting to retirement.
That's interesting.
10 years,
I wonder what went through his head, what went through his agent's head, where they're like, or even what went through the Brewers' head. They have so much money. $300 million offer somebody. Why not get a couple other guys? Why not, don't take a whole bite? Why not just nibble?
He's not going to turn that team around. He's by himself.
And I get into that. I
mean, $300 million is a lot of money, but he's not the guy to turn your team around.
No. And then there's also reports of Bryce Harper getting multiple $300 million deals and just turning them down.
Not sure about Bryce, what he's doing.
Dude, if someone offered me $300 million to play a game, you best believe I'm taking that.
No doubt.
I mean, unless
I'll take it for half.
I'd take it for $1 million.
Yeah.
$100,000.
$300 million.
That's so stubborn. That's rich people problems.
See,
that's not enough money for me.
My first thought was he's waiting to see what Machado gets.
Yeah.
Just to up him.
Oh, you think he's going to upper 350s?
No. I think it'd be hilarious if it was
$300 million and one.
$301 million.
Just to throw it in his face.
Yeah.
Is Bryce worth it though? He's been
Are these guys worth it?
I don't think.
I don't think anybody right now. I mean, they're playing good baseball, but
they haven't been stand out the last couple of years. I mean, Bryce went on a game
it's not about one guy in baseball.
No, it's about.
There's a lot.
I get into that, man. I get into. No, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Go ahead. You're fired up. Let's hear it.
All right, it's snack attack time. Manny Machado, I'm attacking you. What the hell are you thinking, man? You're perhaps one of the best infielders to play in the game. You go from a team that's recently been to the World Series to a team that hasn't been to the World Series in so long with the Padres. The goddamn Padres. Are they? No one's heard from the Padres in years, especially for $300 million. Now, I'm not just attacking Machado. I'm attacking you too, Padres. $300 million and you're going to give it all to one dude? One guy does not change a baseball team. What? You are robbing them, Manny. Who do you think you are? You think that one person can affect the whole entire baseball team? You're not LeBron. You're not Tom Brady. It takes all 9 to actually do something with the baseball team. You hit one home run during a game. Yeah, you're gonna need more than just 1 point to beat a team. Sometimes you're not that good. Yeah, I said you could have been one of the best, but you need more than just one decent player on a team to be good. Baseball is different. Be better than that, Manny. You've been attacked.
Oh, got your breath.
That felt good. It always feels good to get those off my chest, man. All right. It's finally time for you, man. It's finally time for me. Parker's Pick'ems. He's going to do 3 to 5 things that you should look forward to in this weekend of sports. Let's go ahead. Give me some.
Obviously, AAF.
AAF football, number
You got
one.
it Saturday and Sunday. Arizona at Salt Lake, 3 p.m. Memphis at Orlando at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Also on Saturday, we got the Ncaa Basketball. We've got number 3 Virginia at number 18 as of now, Louisville. Mm-hmm. And number 5 Tennessee at, as of now, number 13 LSU.
Tennessee dropped down to number 5?
Yes.
After just one? That's ridiculous.
LSU just lost last night.
I know.
Tough one. Also, we have NBA action.
Do we? Oh, yeah.
We're back. NBA's back from the
After
All-Star
break.
You got Houston at Golden State at 8:30. And all you Pacer fans out there, they're playing at Washington at 7. That's Saturday.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game.
You know what we have Sunday?
What's Sunday?
More AAF.
Tell me more.
Rivalry Sunday.
Hell yes.
Birmingham at Atlanta, 4 p.m. The Battle of the Sands. Enter the Sands, man.
Oh, man.
San Antonio at San Diego at 8 p.m.
These are
Prime
These
time.
are so. This is so good. This gets me so hyped.
Some people said there's not going on this weekend. Guess what?
There's something
It's
going on this
packed.
weekend. You can't find something to watch? That's your own fault. Parker gave you 3 to 5 things to watch this weekend. AAF, NBA, NCAA. It's yours to choose from.
Watch them all.
Watch them all. All right. I love that. I love that. I can't wait for more of these Parker's Pick'ems. All right, let's go ahead and get into Tell Me. All right, Parker. It's been a while since you've been able to do some Tell Me's.
I can't wait.
All right, so tell me, what would be your dream job? Where would you work? What would you want to do?
Professional golfer.
You tell me this isn't your dream job?
I mean, obviously podcasting, but making some money on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Professional golfing. That's a weekend job. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
That'd be a dream job too. Podcasting, golfing. What else can you ask for?
I love it, dude. Would you want to be like John Daly?
For sure.
Dude, he's living the life.
You can just grip it and rip it.
He's living
Trademarked
the
by
absolute life.
John Daly.
It's a good thing we threw that in there. We
Trademark.
don't want him to
It
sue
wasn't my
us.
idea. John, if you're out there listening, we know you are. Love to have you on the show.
Love to have you on the show, John. Just give us a call or give us an email, DM us. We'd love to hear from you. All right, so if I had to get a dream job, and this might sound pretty selfish, if I could be one person, actually, it'd be Pat McAfee. I would just love to be able to do what he does for the rest of my life. Like, we're sort of doing it right now, but we don't get paid as much as he does. We don't get
paid a little bit
He gets
more.
paid a little, probably a couple $100,000 more than us. Probably makes a little bit of an income. Probably has a larger audience, but this is like, if I could do one thing for the rest of my life, this is what I would do. Sports report, talk about it, create content, create videos. That'd be awesome. Just to be what he's doing. All right, Parker, tell me, who would win in a fight between 50 tiny people, or midgets, however you want to say it?
I think the actual term is little people.
Little people. I should write that down next time. Or Brock, in between 50 little people and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, 50. I'll take the numbers over Brock Lesnar.
I feel like Brock would just go off on them. I feel like it'd be like that one little thing where you just like turn them like a top and just go
There's
around.
50.
But they're tiny people. There's
He'll
Brock.
wear out. He can barely fight in a UFC fight for 3 rounds.
Okay, what about 50 little people and Mike Tyson in his prime? Mike Tyson in his prime, he would destroy all the tiny people.
Little people.
Little people, sorry.
I don't know. I would take Tyson in that one.
I think a coked up Tyson would definitely just destroy all those
punching
little
bag.
I mean, come on.
You've seen the speed bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He destroys a speed bag, let alone 50 tiny little people. God, I gotta work on my PC.
PC.
Gotta be PC when it comes to putting the word out there. All right, last tell me, Parker, if you could be one superhero in real life, who would you be and why?
Caught me off guard. I think you gotta go Superman. I mean, he gets to do it all.
Exactly.
And what stopped? I mean, what?
A rock.
Yeah, kryptonite.
A rock's your kryptonite.
Yeah, I don't see much kryptonite. I'm gonna be all over the place.
Yeah,
Fly,
been around
strength, laser beam vision.
There's not much, and then your only disguise is glasses.
Yeah,
So like you don't have to actually go into like
yeah.
the
You
whole
can just
thing.
put glasses on. We're Superman.
Whoa, Clark. Oh, there you are.
Clark, I like your cape. You know?
Clark. Do you think if anybody saw Superman with glasses on, what would they think? Like Clark's just dressing up for Halloween?
Now, does Clark need glasses? Those have to be fake, right?
Yeah.
Those are fake glasses. Did they invent fake glasses?
Before anybody else could? They're definitely not prescription.
That's fashion.
Like, I doubt he sees a doctor.
Yeah.
Maybe he makes his own.
That's fashion.
High fashion. He came up with high fashion.
Did they start fake glasses?
My gosh. I mean, I'm wearing fake glasses.
Yeah. Superman started that.
I'm Superman.
You're Superman.
All right. Obviously, for me, I picked Batman. I mean, he's my favorite superhero of all time. He's actually a real dude.
Yeah.
That's like someone that could actually be a real superhero. You're rich as hell. You got a dope-ass costume. You have a butler named Alfred. I just want to be able to talk to Alfred. Like, he just seems like a...
Sounds like you just need a friend.
You're my friend. And then, on top of that, you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
So if this whole super thing doesn't work out for you, you'd be like, still got a lot of money.
But here's my issue with that. If I was Batman, I wouldn't fight crime.
You wouldn't fight crime?
No, because I got all this money. I don't have time to fight crime.
Yeah, but you have so much money. Like, yeah, you own a business, but you got to have, a hobby. I think Bruce Wayne's hobby is being Batman.
The beach. I mean...
The beach will get old.
You don't think fighting crime gets old? When you have so much money putting your life on the line for...
True, but, if you fight... I mean, you're one of the dude's baddest people. You caught the Joker.
If I'm Superman, I can open the vault and get my own money. Then I'm not a superhero.
Yeah, but then...
I think I just took a villain role real quick.
I think they quoted that in the Batman. It's you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Ooh. That's
deep.
Good quote.
That's deep. All right. Well, hey, it's great to have you back on.
Oh,
here,
great
man.
to be back.
We're gonna try to get an episode out next week. We are going on break. We're going on winter break, but we're gonna go to the combine and we're gonna record an episode there. For 2 days. I don't know. We'll see how this whole thing works out. Are you down?
I'm excited.
You gonna go there with me?
I'll be there.
You're gonna be there?
Yep.
Because I got a lot of equipment to haul around.
Oh, is that why you're bringing me?
No, you're gonna be a talent as well. We're gonna try to get some of the guys at Belly Up Sports to join us. Do a little collab episode.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be really cool.
Worst case, outside. I'm sure there's a place right nearby.
I mean, it's gonna be at the convention center, connected to Lucas Oil. So we'll find that line where they don't let people cross without credentials, and we're just gonna set up right there.
Who's gonna stop you?
Nobody. And if they try to, well, we're gonna get fake credentials as well. So we're gonna see how this works out. So if we get escorted off the property, that'd be pretty cool. Be a great story.
Would be, but you might miss out on a whole season of Colts games.
I didn't get to go to any last year because I also play
risk.
football. High risk, high reward.
We talked about that earlier in the
Yeah.
episode.
I mean, that'd just be really cool. I think Tanner might actually join us too.
Nice.
So if we have a whole us three belly up collab episode and we get arrested or kicked off, I don't think there's anything more that I'd want this year than that.
Your goals aren't very high.
Standards are pretty low right now. But partnership Belly Up Sports going fantastic. Give them a follow at Belly Up Sports at Belly Up Sports Network. Follow us on the social media on Twitter at M_T_C_18. Follow us on Instagram at Moving the Chains with 2 S's. SoundCloud at Moving the Chains. YouTube at Moving the Chains. Buy some of our merch. Read some of our blogs. Listen to the pods at MovingTheChain.com. We're gonna be on iTunes in a little bit. Working that out right now. Put the episodes out on there. So we have a lot to look forward to coming up for Moving the Chains. So everybody stay tuned. Stay chained. Parker, great to have you back, man.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go with the outro.